sign in, and you'll sign him in. And then, have you been to our library before? Do you know where to go to get there?
Come on in, guys.
Sir, do you know how to get to
No,
the
I don't.
library?
I do not.
All right.
Good morning. George talked to you about covering my homeroom? I need you to cover my homeroom. Fran said no. Fran said you could leave your clothes.
You sign and then Malcolm and then
I'll find it.
Know exactly. Yeah, it's kind of cool. No idea. I get it. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, but when it's all said and done at the other end, I probably need to explain it.
Yeah.
Give a sheet through a window.
I think so. Try. Yeah, Southwest has had this program for 20 years.
Okay.
Called Adopt a Pilot, and it is a program where we have pilots go back and volunteer in schools,
Sure.
5th grade classes,
Okay.
and teach a whole lot of things. They do teach. The curriculum was made with 5th graders in mind, so there's a lot of the actual
Science and
material
stuff, right.
that's science behind flight and geography and all the fun things that you can do. But a lot of it is just principles of staying in school and working hard and treat people with respect and all of those kind of life lessons.
Okay.
And so we've done it for 20 years, and part of what we've done is every year we have students in all the classes create a tie design. And this has been,
That's what I
we've
heard,
been
yeah,
doing
okay.
this for a while. So what we do is we pick kids that submit ties.
Right.
And so we go through and we pick a winning tie design, and then that child is chosen. We recreate the tie, and all volunteer adopt pilots for that next coming year get one of the ties, and they can wear it when they're in flight.
And it's
so
in order to go through
this
the
is
process.
just the neat presentation to announce it and to give her copy of her winning tie.
She'll be here.
Yeah.
So we're specifically on the community programs and engagement teams. We get to work with like Southwest National partnerships, charitable partnerships, volunteers. It's a lot of good experience. Yeah. But it's almost over. Ends in May.
What do they offer you employment?
We don't know yet. Yeah, a lot of interns do start, or a lot of employees start as interns, but we'll see. I want to stay in Texas regardless. It's so nice here.
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, so I definitely don't want to go back. Not at all. Actually, if I don't stay here, I'm going to Jamie. Yes, ma'am. That's my big life.
Oh, I miss you.
This is Jamie Scout.
I'm originally from Chicago, and then I've been in Ohio for the past.
And I think this is one of the reasons that her tie went over so well, because it's the challenge, you know, it's to say, hey, what are you going to do with yourself? Where were you sore? So it ties everything together, and, you know, even to have the cockpit and the pilots looking out as, you know, where am I going today, you know? You know,
Yeah,
it
there's
just
so much
ties it all
meaning in
together.
there.
Yeah, so
And it was more than just encouraging kids to get involved in aviation. It was just choose your pathway, and
Right.
you know, this is how you can strive to achieve it. They loved it. They really looked forward every time he would come.
This was last year.
This was last
yeah,
year,
this was
yes.
last year's class.
Yes, and it was only my homeroom rotation because that's the class that Lauren was in.
The Adopt a Pilot.
Yeah, so
She kept
fun.
talking about it. She said, "Mommy, today we had a pilot, Mr. Evans, and he talked about, you know,
Yes.
fly." And I said, "Oh, okay." And one time she brought home a piece of paper with just the outline.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Working on it, and she showed it to me one time.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Like,
Uh-huh.
the finished product.
Unbelievable. Yeah, and that wasn't a requirement. That was just a few kids who were interested in not applying, trying out for the competition. And her initiative is just amazing.
She didn't even say that it was competition.
Yeah.
I just thought it was something that she would do for
Oh, so fun.
So there are almost 6,000 entries across the country. And of those, 5,500 to 6,000 entries,
That's,
here's the one.
oh, wow.
So here's the other neat thing. All the kids for announcements were straight out of your class. I guess you,
Oh,
did you
you're
guys
kidding.
plan it that way? or
I don't know. I'm behind the scenes on that one. I'm not sure. Sure, I did.
Rhea's there.
Oh, yeah.
The twin, what's his name?
Oh, is it Dylan or Zachary?
Dylan.
Which one is
Dylan.
okay?
Yeah, so they're over there like, hey, what are you guys doing here? I said, hey, remember that? And she said, well, who won? And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. And she says, is that the time? It's either Abigail or Grace. Wait a minute. I can tell by the way the clouds are
That's right.
I think it's great. I think it's Abigail, rather.
Because that's
So
just it. When
they figured it out,
we
you
didn't
know.
have a name, and I said it's either Abigail, Grace, or Audia. Those three
Audia.
have a gift, And then when it came back, unbelievable, so exciting. Now one is for Abigail,
And then one will stay for the school.
That's so neat. Oh my goodness.
They're going to give me one too, since I was the pilot.
There you
That's
go.
right.
You made it all happen.
I'll put it.
Live because we get 5 participants for our workout. Okay, you can talk again until we go live again. We had our workout started and then we'll start the announcements at 8, so. Miss Logan's kind of roll with it. So I'm not sure what the plan exactly is, but
Yeah,
I think she's going to introduce you guys.
And you all are going to do the pledge of allegiance.
And then we'll
Yeah.
to lunch choices.
Yeah, and then it'll go to us, and we've got 2 or 3 minutes, of talking, and we'll announce her. She's in Mr. Shue's class, and she'll come down, and after we finish our announcements of her, then we'll give it back to the kids to do the rest of their announcements while she's coming down, and then,
we'll go back.
when she gets here, we'll hand her flowers and have a shadow box and talk about what it is. Yeah, they're right up.
Live, everybody.
Good morning, Cheatham Chargers. This is Rhea and Peyton reporting for the Cheatham Charger Network. Today is March 24th, 2017. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, now for our American flag.
Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for our Texas flag.
Ready, salute. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. You may now be seated. Today's lunchtime choices are: Choice 1, barbecue pork sliders. Choice 2, cheese sticks with marinara sauce. Choice 3, meatless choice, bistro box with hummus, bean salad, flatbread, and cheese. Here's Miss Logan with an announcement.
Good morning, Cheatham Chargers. I hope everyone's having a great start to their awesome Friday. I have some people here today that are going to make an awesome announcement. So put your pencils down and get your ears ready to listen for this fabulous announcement.
Good morning, Cheatham Elementary. My name is Ed Evans, and I'm a pilot at Southwest Airlines. Joining me today are Captain Gary Parkey and also First Officer Brian Knowles, and we, again, have a great announcement for you all this morning. Last year, I had the opportunity to be the adopted pilot for Miss Tomasco's 5th grade science class. This also happens to be our 20th anniversary of the adopted pilot program, and we're going to tell you a little bit about it and get to our announcement.
Well, since 1997, Southwest Airlines has paired 5th graders with Southwest pilots so that 5th graders can learn and expand their horizons and have mentors as Southwest pilots. Each spring, the pilots volunteer to come into the classroom and help out the students and let them explore their options as far as them progressing into the future. One of the big things we do is the students can follow us as we travel throughout the United States while we're on the road. And then every week or so we come back into the classroom and update the students and teach them other things and show them other things such as science and geography.
And just as Brian mentioned, that's also what we do. So we go out on the road, and through flightaware.com, the students can track our trip, and then we can talk about like the nation's capitals of the different states and things that we visited. And now with the new technology, we're able to take pictures with our iPhones and send them back, and you can see real time. It's really a neat program. I've been involved with it for 12 years now, and we do a little bit of science, math, geography, and we have a great time, and we usually have a big party at the end of the session. It's usually a 4-week visit.
Okay, so last year's program had over 34,000 students across the country participating. And of those 34,000 students, we had nearly 6,000 entries. As a tribute to the students that participate in the Adopt a Pilot program, Southwest Airlines gives them the opportunity to design the tie that we wear with our uniforms. And as you see, the 3 of us in our pilot uniforms are wearing a tie that was designed by a particular student in Ms. Tomasko's class last year. So to announce the winner of that tie contest, I'm going to bring in Lauren, my daughter, who was in that class last year. And Lauren, please announce the winner.
The winner is Abigail Inocian.
Abigail Inocian. So, Mr. Shu, if you don't mind sending Abigail down to the library, we've got several people here who want to congratulate her. We have a presentation, and we'll be back in front of you in just a few moments once Abigail gets down. So come on down, Abigail.
Okay, Cheatham Chargers, we have 2 watchdogs we want to bring on announcements today and introduce that are going to be working with us at school, and then we're going to bring back on Abigail and she will receive her award. So come on in, introduce yourself and your students.
This is Jake, this is Jordan, and I'm Watchdog Jamie. I'll see you out in the hallways. All right.
Thank you. And we have a second watchdog for the day.
Hi, this is Praveen, and this is Manas here. You're going to be watchdog for today, and hopefully you'll have fun.
Thank you, sir. If you see your watchdogs today in the hallway, make sure and give them a high five or a Cheatham Charger welcome and thank them for all their help. They're going to be helping us with the Gaga pit today, too, and getting that ready to go for everyone. Okay, we are waiting for Abigail to come down and get her award. This is what happens with live announcements, my Cheatham Chargers. We wait a few minutes for the award recipient to come down the stairs.
All right, Cheatham Chargers, she's coming in right now. Abigail, congratulations. Do you remember this from last year?
Yeah.
Do you remember the design and as we went through everything? Well, again, there were almost 6,000 entries. And of those 6,000 entries across the entire United States, you were selected as the winner. So congratulations. We thank you so much. And hey, we'll get a chance to wear your design as we fly in the United States, Mexico, the Caribbean, all over. You'll see Southwest pilots wearing this tie. So again, congratulations and thanks so much, Cheatham Elementary. You know, let me just take one second. I should have done this, but here's her tie, and as we talked last year in the Adopt a Pilot program, we talked about aviation science, and what it takes to make airplanes fly. But in addition to that, we also talked about setting goals. We talked about planning for your future, and what she has in her tie here is a picture of a flight deck from a Southwest airplane. As the pilot looks out into the sky, she asks everyone, where will you soar? So she challenges everyone to say, what are your goals? What are you going to do with yourself? And how will you make the world a better place? So Abigail, again, a great job, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Got all that?
Well, you know what? We'll hold one of these. So we
Flowers,
carry
you
as
hold the
much.
plaque.
And that way you take a picture, turn around with it. There you go. You got
There
it?
we go, perfect. Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right. Okay.
All right, great.
Congrats.
So this is yours, and there'll be one hanging in the school for as long as Miss Logan allows it. All right.
Forever.
All right, here we go. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Have a fabulous Friday. 6th grade, we may be up to see y'all in just a few minutes with Miss Abigail. Have a great day, Chargers. Great. Ms. Janet, you had said that you wanted some additional photos. Who all do you want in specific photos? And Thomas Go? Thomas Go? Okay. Do you want like an empty wall and empty wall in the hallway, or do you want it in the library? Does it matter? I'll let you all lead kind of where you would want it and how you want it set up with everyone in it. Yeah.
Abigail, can we steal you, your flowers, and one of the plaques for some more photos right over here? All right, let's pick this up and just scoot right that way.
Sure. No, I can take pictures.
Go right through there.
Sure. What a surprise, huh? They did the lighting and they proud students.
He was our designer. He took your design and actually, you see there are 3 differences. And they couldn't it's almost exactly what you put in there. And when people saw this, so many folks voted on it. And you remember from your class there were some great submissions just in your class. And just think of almost 5,000 others. So as we go through this thing, yours just stood out, and everybody loved it. And it wasn't just a group of 4 or 5 people. This goes out to, hundreds of folks within the company who voted on it to say, yeah, this is the one we like. So, it was just a great honor, to submit and be chosen in our opinion. So we'll wear it with pride, and when people ask us about it, I'll be glad to say it was my student. So are we going to get a group picture in here, or,
No, it's just you two.
Okay, well, we got you, right? Anything you want to say?
Can we get a photo with the designer and Gary in this photo? And Janet?
And then y'all
No.
center it on there because that'll be in the background.
Where do you want it centered?
You can move
On this?
to your right a little bit and center it on.
Abigail, stand right there.
Because that, or you can back up
Okay,
or whatever.
Gary, on the other side,
The picture and stuff.
Yeah, let me get it.
Oh, so Abigail was just about to say something.
I don't know what to say.
Well, so were you surprised?
Yeah.
Did anyone tip you off to let you know that, you were the person? There we go. So good job, parents, school. We've been talking about this for the last several weeks. I guess a couple of months even when I sent the email. Yeah. So.
If we can get some family pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
Good idea.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. We don't have to move. Everybody.
We even planned to vote for Cheatham today, right? Coordinate quite well.
Okay.
And will someone use my red phone to take a picture? Yes, it may have just locked.
Hey, Lauren, you want to get in one?
Come on in. Come on in. You want to come right on the other side of her? Okay, if I could sneak in to get one with our school camera too.
Okay, what other photos downstairs are we thinking of that we didn't get?
So when you all are flying Southwest and you're going through an airport and you see pilots wearing this tie, you know the story, right?
I do.
You know the designer of that tie. You make sure you stop him and say, hey, I know whose name is on the... Oh, by the way, did we show you that?
No, you didn't tell me
So
yet.
on the back of our tie, see what it reads? So you'll forever be I can't think of the word, you know, honored here with your name, you know. Yeah, it's a memorable deal. So your name is written here on the tie and will always be there.
So cool. Did you want some? Did y'all want to go up to the classroom, to her classroom?
Sure, you know that'd be great because you know now her peers get to
See
see.
her actually live. Okay, let me grab my phone and.
You know the whole class isn't together anymore.
That's the problem, you know. Sorry. And you're a graphic designer, a graphic artist,
A
or is that the
graphic
same
designer
thing?
at Southwest Airlines.
It seems like that may be a pathway of yours. Who knows? Very cool.
It was really fun. It's great design. Good job.
Really good job.
Yeah, but I mean, look at that, Abigail. Look how nice. How much time did you spend doing that? Do you remember?
No. I thought you guys already chose a winner or something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does take a while to collect all of the entries and then people to go through it. I don't even know is Janet around? Janet probably knows the process of how is the selection made? I mean, do we have a panel of people that just goes through everything and you know they sort and they put things here and there and they eventually drill down, I'm sure, but
I'm sure it's something along those lines, but we can ask Janet to verify that one.
yeah, I'm sure they look through them all and say, oh yeah, these are definitely contenders, and they go on a stack and further drill down.
And to just further that, we have all of these ties hung up on our walls at headquarters office. So not only will you guys have one here, and will the pilots be wearing one all across the nation and in our other countries now, but you'll have one in our headquarters office for everyone to see every single day.
Yeah. Second floor? Right behind
the first
floor. She showed me a place on the second floor where all the shadow boxes from the years it's hung up, and this is the 20th anniversary, so it's kind of nice to have, you know, with Southwest being headquartered here in Dallas, to have a local winner, you know. So, yeah.
There might be some times we're going to go up and
Yes, so I think there's more to come if she's available in the future. There's a lot going on at Southwest, and we'd like to incorporate Abigail in a lot of our presentations. And again, this program's in its 20th anniversary year, so it will get a lot of attention. So with her being our tie award winner, we'd like to use her here and keep her involved in many of our promotions, as well as there's a new building that's coming open. So
speech apps, what do you have to say?
Well, thank you to everyone who voted for me. I never thought that I would make it this far out of a lot of people who entered. Thank you.
all right. Well, you want to go up to your class and let everybody else congratulate you and give you hugs and tell you thanks and all that.
Okay, let's go. Let's
right.
go. Anyone that wants to come up to the class, and we're going to go this way.
Yeah, thank you. Just keeping me in check on. I miss you so much. You need to come back.
She's gonna miss that. What was it? Roaming the halls, walk the halls. What do you guys do on the last?
Yes, on the last day.
Yeah.
You both like it.
Maybe give her a little more chance to do a few more things.
Why I'm here. Then go to church early in the morning. I saw that.
You saw me Sarah? Okay.
So I guess Southwest have ice and Caribbean. Are they these newer routes?
Yeah, we got newer routes in the Caribbean, around places in Mexico, down to Belize, Central American locations. We're continuing to add cities and expand here and there.
What is this building frame?
Classroom do you want to go into that? Go to Mr. Schumann class. I don't think they're supposed to.
So when they do it right, you know?
Go ahead.
So proud of you.
Oh, look at your tie. So, let me turn around so we can let everybody see.
Wait, Abigail.
Wear that tie.
How awesome is that, guys?
So cool.
That's very, very cool. Very, very cool.
I can't see it.
So whenever you're taking your trips this summer, you have to look and see if you see a pilot, and see if they're wearing that tie, and if you have a chance to tell them, say, you know what, the person that made that tie was in my class. That is very, very awesome. Congratulations, congratulations.
Hey guys.
She loves attention.
Yeah, she does it. She's like, help me.
Hey, how's it going? Mr. Shu, how are you?
Hey, good, sir. How are you doing?
Good
It's
to see you also.
Really, really good to see you.
Well, guys, as we mentioned, we're so proud of your classmate. I see several faces from last year. Remember? Yeah.
I was your neighbor.
That's right. That's great. So we did the Adopt a Pilot program, and after we talked about some of the science behind what makes airplanes fly and what we do as pilots, we also gave you guys a chance to draw tie proposals and submissions, and there were almost 6,000 of these from across the country last year, and the number one tie was Abigail's tie. So, and she'll get one also. And as you see, here are two other pilots along with myself. And as if you're flying Southwest or you're in the airport and you see Southwest pilots, you will likely see them wearing a tie from your school. So how about that?
Go up to them and say,
I know her. Yeah.
And you can go up to them and say, hey, I know whose name is on the back of that tie, because her name is actually on the back of this tie.
you can like get about.
She's famous.
I bet I know.
Read through your tie.
Next thing you know, that's happening all across the world because people from other countries are like, oh, I want one. Next thing you know, they recommend it to the neighbors, and next thing you know, it's world popular.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Maybe we could sell this thing. What do you think?
Hey.
ABC
First in line to buy.
News. You can, yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, I mean, we were talking about, we talked about the flight values. Who remembers any of that?
Lexi
Anybody?
was there,
Hey, Chris.
Justin, Ethan,
This is
Dylan.
the kid I was telling you about. His dad was a designer.
Oh,
What's up, Chris? So, flight, anybody remember that?
Oh my goodness.
Fearlessness.
Remember with the F-L-I-G-H-T?
L was what?
T.
Leadership. I for imagination.
G was gold.
T was gratitude.
Okay.
She was tenacity.
Tenacity. How about the H? Honesty. H for honesty. So yeah, so I know it's been a while. It was like about a year ago, but we went through a lot of that, and I think we had a good time. Okay.
That's outstanding.
Well, guys, we really appreciate your time, and again, help us congratulate Abigail. You guys have a great day, and remember, when you see Southwest pilots, you know, if they're not wearing their tie, you ask them, hey, where? All right, well, great. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
That's
See y'all later.
Abigail. Keep the flowers.
Hey, thanks for letting us interrupt.
No problem.
Congratulations.
No mini celebration Tuesday.
Some time with your family and step out of class.
Yeah.
No, it's still overwhelming.
Yeah, it hits the spring. They all just start to stretch out. Unbelievable.
Okay, if you would like some time with your family, you can all come down to the office and that, and you can have some time with your family or in the hallway.
Thank you.
Hey, Brian, thanks a lot.
And
Thanks,
then
Brian.
this is a plaque that they're going to give you all also.
Oh yeah, so if you need some help getting this to your car and everything, we'll help you out with that. We'll find out where Miss Logan's gonna
We have a big
display.
trophy case for it. I
Okay,
think we might
perfect.
put it in the office, the front office for a while, right on the desk, and then put it in the trophy case. But we're going to get this out in the paper and on the Allen ISD website, every social media we can think about to get it out there through Allen. And
I guess
so-
you place Cheatham on the map.
Cheatham's already on the map, and now she just puts a big old spotlight on it.
Nationwide
Yeah, we
Did
love
you guys
that.
talk about the press release and you got
So
all that
I
figured
asked
out?
Janet about that, and I still have a few questions for her about that.
Okay.
And then Mr. Carroll had left already, so I'm going to ask her about that, if we're going to write our own up or if they have one to provide to us.
Okay.